Welcome to Joa Fitness Health Wellness Video Podcast, a space to ignite your day through positive conversations. We bring people that have created excellence in their life, sharing high vibration in their reawakening path.
Hello everybody here from Toronto. I'm so happy to be back with Stefanie Antunes. Remember her? We talked in the past, we talked like a few weeks ago about Doula. We also talked about postpartum depression, baby blues, and psychosis. And we just stopped our conversation on postpartum depression because it's such a deep topic that we can lengthen hours of conversations. And this is actually our intention today, is to share information about postpartum depression, and not just to tell the symptoms, but just work a lot on the treatments and solutions, because this is affecting a big part of the population in this moment. As a personal trainer, as a doula, I've seen this often, even in my own circle of friends and circle of family. I see this, and sometimes I don't know the difference. I'm not sure if they're just passing through a baby blues moment or it's actually a really postpartum depression. So this is why Stefanie Antunes, as a doula, educator, and as a woman that has been leading the motherhood world, she's here teaching us and sharing information that is very valuable for everybody that is listening today. So thank you, Stefanie, for being here with us. Tell me how you're feeling there and how is your week going?
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Actually, you know what? This is a really timely session for us to be doing, because we recently got some really, really nice feedback from a client who reached out to us a few weeks ago and was, just struggling a little bit with some pre-existing anxiety and looking for help. And that's a phone call that we get a lot from people, is they start to try to do everything on their own, which is such a cliche thing for us in today's modern day and age. And then the wheels fall off. And then they're like, I need help. And it's total chaos. And so I think this is really timely, because now we're several weeks past of supporting this family. And not only have we helped them to get through those challenging weeks, but that particular mother is feeling completely transformed, because as a postpartum doula, we're there to help support them to learn and acquire the skills that they need. I think I'm going to be able to handle this, and then reality happens, and it's like, no, not so much. And I think this idea of being able to do everything on our own, that's the real problem that we're all facing. Because the whole concept of, it takes a village to raise a child, we all know that. We say that. And then we all try to do it on our own. And it's just not how parenting was meant to be and was supposed to be. So just as a refresher from the last time we spoke, baby blues is just that normal feeling of being overwhelmed and the first 2-3 weeks after the birth of a baby. And that's really normal. 80% of people are going to feel overwhelmed having a new baby. Whether it's your first baby or your fifth baby, it's overwhelming. And you're not sleeping very well, and you're tired, and you're physically recovering from birth typically. So there's a lot going on. But perinatal mood and anxiety disorders, so that's what we want to focus on today, is that concept of depression or anxiety. And we see this sometimes depicted in movies and shows. I recently got into the show Working Moms. Have you seen that?
Nice. Tell me about it.
It is so funny. So it's really just a light comedy, but it goes through the concept of, working as a mom, being a new parent, and one of them ends up with postpartum depression. And I think in a lot of ways the show exaggerates it. She's, climbing trees and doing like super wacky things, and it doesn't always look like that. So that's the first thing, is sometimes it just looks like someone who sits there thinking, oh, I wasn't really ready for this, or I don't think I'm a very good parent. Maybe my baby would be better off if someone else was taking care of them. And strange thoughts go through our mind. And that's I think that's the hidden version of perinatal mood disorders or postpartum depression or anxiety is thinking, oh my gosh, if I stop watching my baby, they're going to stop breathing.
Yes, yeah.
So anytime that a behavior becomes irrational, is it likely that your baby's going to stop breathing if you stop watching? No, that's an irrational thought. Is it unlikely that your baby is going to, love someone else more than you if someone else picks up your baby? Of course, that's irrational. That's not likely to happen.
Yeah.
But when we have these thoughts and we can't sleep, we can't eat, we're not taking care of ourselves, we're cocooning ourselves into our home, and we're separating ourselves more and more from the rest of the world, those are things to be concerned about. So let's talk about some things that are helpful.
Yes, I actually wanted to ask you, like, when you have postpartum depression, it's usually right after the pregnancy, and for how long do you think it will be detected as a postpartum depression? Because I have heard people that after a year, that's when they get the postpartum depression in the highest peak. And I have clients that come with me because they're being putting weight, right? They increases the appetite because now they go to the doctor, and the doctor uses the serotonin uptake medication, and the inhibitors, reuptake inhibitors, and they take medications that you guys probably can hear before, like the Celexa, the Prozac, Paxil, all these. So it is really hard because they become very dependent to that. So I wanted to know, like, what period do you think it will hit the postpartum depression? Like after a year, is still postpartum depression? After a year of the birth?
So the most common time to get for that to kick up is about 2 months after the baby's born.
Okay.
That's the most common time, but it can happen at any point in the first. It can start in pregnancy. That's why we don't call it postpartum depression anymore. Actually, we call it perinatal mood disorders, mood and anxiety disorders. So it can happen during pregnancy. The most common time is 2 months after baby's born, but it can happen at any point in that first couple of years after birth.
Yes, and some of the symptoms are insomnia, mood swings, irritability. This is some of the symptoms. Do you have a particular, like the top 3 symptoms that you see on the woman that have postpartum depression?
Yeah, so just really irrational thoughts.
Okay.
Is the main thing. So, we have these constant thoughts going through our mind that aren't actually true.
Yeah.
And then just generalized feelings of anxiety or depression, or it could be obsessive compulsive type of behaviors, or could be even like PTSD symptoms.
Okay.
But one of the things that I really loved learning is Kathleen Kendall-Tackett. She's a doctor who specializes a lot in breastfeeding and mood type of research. And one of the links that she found is that if it takes a new mother longer than 20 minutes to fall asleep at night, so the baby's been fed and everything's good, and she lies her head down on the pillow, if she sits there awake for more than 20 minutes staring at the ceiling, she is highly susceptible to a perinatal mood disorder.
Okay.
That is a strong predictive factor. Because when we're a new parent, we're usually exhausted.
Yes.
When your baby's asleep and there's nothing to do at night, you should hit the pillow and be almost instantly asleep. Mm-hmm. So if it takes more than 20 minutes, there was a strong predictive factor there.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
Go ahead.
So now if you have one more symptom, let's talk about one more symptom, and then we'll go right away into solutions, and us as doulas and even as sisters and as a support of our friends, how can we help people that we know they're passing through this? So let's just go to one symptom and then solutions.
Okay, so one more thing I wanted to mention is there's 2 other things that significantly impact our chance of having a perinatal mood disorder, and that is a history of childhood abuse and or sexual abuse.
Okay.
And if those 2 things are both present in someone's life, so a history of sexual abuse and childhood abuse, they have about an 80% chance of having a perinatal mood disorder.
That's interesting.
So
I've seen it. You're totally right, because I've seen it on particular cases, and it could be just because they're afraid that they're not like the best parents because they were abandoned when they were kids. So it's like something that it comes from the back history. So that's really interesting. That's totally true. So let's just talk about solutions.
Yes. So number 1 is getting the support that we need. We know that one of the things that can be really helpful is getting breaks from responsibility. So respite, right? we all need breaks from responsibility. So having, whether that's a partner that's supportive, and one of the things that I recommend if it's someone who has a partner is that there's a specific time of day that mother, let's say, can look forward to hand off the baby. Whether it's in the morning before work, partner gets up a little bit early, they're in charge of the baby, and that birthing person knows that they can shower, they can eat, they can go grab a coffee with a friend, whatever they need to do to feel like themselves. Yes. Or maybe it's when the partner comes home from work at the end of the day, and it's like, okay, here you go, baby's yours, and you get to go off for a couple of hours. Even only an hour or two of break feels amazing. I remember with my third baby, the first time I was alone after having her, she was 2 or 3 weeks old already, and I think I went to the grocery store late at night, like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and the other kids were in bed, and I went to the grocery store to grab a couple things. It was heaven. Just having 1 hour by myself without the responsibility, even though I was doing a domestic chore, that felt amazing. So number 1, breaks from responsibility. I think the other thing that's really, really important is having counseling. So, and there are more and more options available for people who don't have coverage for counseling. If you have a benefit plan, check it out. You probably have $500 or $1,000 if it's done by a psychologist. So totally worth it. If you don't have any coverage, there are more and more online options that are more affordable for people to have that counseling that they need. So strongly recommend counseling.
So group support, and then we talk about like giving responsibilities to someone else. So we have at least 1 hour of our time just for us. So we just become back to be a woman, not just a mother.
And
what about, so the sleep is 100%.
1 hour is not a luxury. 1 hour a day is a necessity.
100%.
And the thing that I want people to realize is if they, people, what they do is they just constantly say, oh, I can't do that, because this reason and that reason, whatever. But what happens is when you are not mentally well, you are no longer helpful to anyone in your life. You're no longer a, super responsive partner. You're definitely not the best parent you can be when you're completely, caught up in a perinatal mood disorder. And so I think that idea of I can't afford to, whether it's money or time or like whatever, I think that's a misnomer. You can't afford not to. You can't afford not to. That's the truth.
Well, when we're talking about your mental health, that's priority, right?
There's
so I truly will add 2 more things. So I think that meditation is actually something really important.
Yes.
So I will tell my clients to meditate in a quiet space, and it doesn't have to be any particular serious meditation. It could be just walking outdoors. We'll also get another one, which is getting sun in the body, because actually sun will help you to release melatonin in the body, actually. And melatonin and serotonin, they're both hormones that work together. So actually this will help you. Anything to release serotonin, basically, just be happy, right? The serotonin is released in the gut. So actually, because I work as a wellness coach, I will suggest to probably have some probiotics and start healing the gut so the serotonin can be released. And there's certain supplements, right? Like 5-HTP, there is a precursor for serotonin. So there's certain diets that will help you, like the berries.
On that note, things like DHA and EPA are natural supplements that are almost as effective as an SSRI. And if you go on the Kathleen Kendall-Tackett's website, she's done some research on that, and people can actually look up dosages directly from her research.
Totally.
So I think the website is uppitysciencechick.com, which is a really funny one.
Okay.
So DHA, EPA, and also most of us, especially if we're in North America, are vitamin D deficient.
Yes, that's why walking.
Is a super cheap, inexpensive way to reduce those kinds of things.
Yeah.
So vitamin D is an obvious one. Probiotic is an obvious one.
Yeah.
Exercise, as a health coach, in studies, in randomized control trials, exercising minimum of 5 times a week is just as effective as taking an SSRI.
For
so
sure.
People who don't want to take medication, who are afraid of it or worried about it, or think that there's some issues with breastfeeding, which there isn't contraindications in almost all types of SSRIs It's not contraindicated for breastfeeding, but people who want to avoid medication, there are so many options. So get enough sleep, exercise, natural supplements, vitamin D, so many things.
We're just talking about depression, like any depression. I mean, postpartum depression is oriented, or perinatal depression is oriented just to the woman, but this is affecting to almost everybody. And one time in our life, we feel this, right? We feel this, but we have to acknowledge the feelings and then release them, and then promote serotonin in our body naturally with happy hormones. So yes, exercising. I always recommend people to dance. Just dance, whatever music makes you happy. Just play your best music, and that could be your meditation. Just 5 minutes dancing. Be happy in that time. This is your time to really express you as a woman, that yes, you're not a mother, but you're still a woman. So the second one that I wanted to remind everybody is that we have our time, that we want to look sexy and we want to be looking great. So yes, take 5 minutes, put your makeup on, just wear something nice. A lot of mothers forget about being sexy. They forget about having that nice dress on, So I also tell people, yes, plan one time a week where you can see your friends and you can dress something nice, that you can feel very confident, and that you're still a woman now, a mother. So I call it the super moms, right? So many times my friends, they don't even shave, It's like they don't even take a shower because they've been working so much as parents. So I think that's my last suggestion, just to always remember that you're still a woman, and you still can have even a little bit of fun too, like before.
And I think it's prioritizing the things that make you feel good. So what I've noticed in supporting literally hundreds of families at this point is I might see one person who needs to get up in the morning and shower and put on some makeup. And I say, if you need to do that, do that. For the person who doesn't care, okay, what do you care about? Do you care about your floors being swept, or the dishes being done, or having a shower, or having breakfast, or having your coffee? Like, whatever it is, pick that one thing and prioritize that above everything else. So you tell the people in your life, listen, I need help to get this done because it's what makes me feel like me.
Correct.
And I tell people every week, like you said, is go out with your friends, whatever makes them feel like them, whatever is key to their happiness, whether maybe it's running, maybe they're a runner, and they want to start running again after their body starts to recover. Maybe it's, going to the theater. Like, maybe that was their thing. They're a theater buff. But whatever it is that makes you, continue to have and hold on to that. Because, I always say, like, when someone has a baby, we often think, oh, I'm a mother now. And it's as though that's the only role that we have, but it's not. We're still a sister, friend, lover, maybe a marketer, or whatever.
Yeah.
But we're all of those things. And we have to hold on to that, because if our identity becomes lost in motherhood, it's going to feel shitty.
For sure.
Motherhood is just one more role at the end of your list. It's after all of those other things. And so it's important to keep being you.
Yes. So such a great message. Thank you so much, Stefanie, for sharing all these positive solutions for postpartum depression, for perinatal depression. And so just be you and set up clear priorities in life. This is one of the messages for us today, that as long as you can set your priorities, you're going to be able to manage, and we're here for you. So reach to us, please. As soon as you notice anything, reach to us. We're here for you. And there are tons of doulas out there waiting for you to come to us. We help you. We are here. This is very important for people to know that you're not alone. There's a lot of support out there. So this is a great conversation today, and I can't wait to hear the comments. Please leave us comments and share this with anybody that you think that will benefit from hearing all this. Thank you so much, Stefanie, for your conversation, and I'm looking forward to have another great episode. Have a beautiful day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Remember that together we are stronger. Bye.
We invite you to subscribe to this channel and share with your community. Please leave comments below, and if you like the episode, click the like button. Have a beautiful day.